Let me be the first to say that I know you've been eagerly expecting another Battle Royale game. You've been just sat at home, just with your fingers crossed. Yeah, there's going to be another one announced just around the corner. I can't wait for it, but hey, you don't have to wait any longer. It's here, right here. So this is Apex Legends. It got announced a couple of sort of days ago. There was a few leaks here and there, but nothing really 100% for sure. But we did get to see quite a lot more information on Monday, and then we actually got the game on Monday night, I think it was, when it got launched. And here it is. It's made by Titanfall creators Respawn. Now, this is not Titanfall 3, I'm afraid. I was kind of expecting this to be... To sort of have the same flow as Titanfall has. You know, that really quick sort of gameplay, fast-paced, Titans, mechs, and all that sort of stuff everywhere. That would have been sort of cool to put you back into that world. I mean, they could have just reused some of those assets. I kind of don't understand why. Maybe this is a map from Titanfall, and I don't even remember it, but I didn't really play Titanfall 2 that much, and I don't think this was in Titanfall 1, but who knows, maybe they reused some assets, and I just don't remember it. As for this being Titanfall free-to-play, or Titanfall 3, or however you want to call it, no, it's not. I always thought that Titanfall was definitely a good game, fun to play. The only problem with it is just the marketing was pretty bad. They sort of brought it out when Battlefield 1 came out. It was just no need for it. You should have kept it behind sort of closed doors and brought it out like February when there's not really a lot coming out. Maybe even earlier, do it sort of end of January, something like that. And I'm sure a lot more people would have been interested in Titanfall 2, and a lot more sales would have been generated if it had done the sort of game that way, instead of just sort of putting it head-to-head with, you know, the Call of Duty. You've got a Battlefield, you've got Assassin's Creed, you've got a whole array of other games that come out in those 2 months of the year. You know, those are October and November every year seem to be some of the busiest. And going head-to-head with something like Call of Duty and Battlefield is not really a good idea. Plus, you're going to have... Maybe you'll have a Fallout, maybe you'll have something coming out that year, so it's never really a good idea to publish a game that's not as big, let's say, in those 2 months. I think they would have done better off just waiting and pushing this a little bit more, and then the next couple of months they would have done way, way better. Now, getting back into the game, like I said, this is not an indie dev, this is Respawn Entertainment. They do know how to make a game. And I gotta say, it feels very different than every sort of Battle Royale that I played. Now, I'll be honest, and I've always been when it comes to Battle Royales, I've not really been a fan of Battle Royales. I just think the whole idea of it is not really my cup of tea. But I gotta say, I played two and a half games. Actually, I disconnected about halfway through my third one because I had to go. And I gotta say, I did enjoy it. There's a lot of things that I need to find out in the game. There's all sorts of cool sort of power-ups and ultimates and all that sort of stuff to try out your characters. Now, keep in mind that this is an EA-published game. There's going to be rampant with microtransactions, so you will see a lot of screens about buying this and buying that and buying this skin and buying this, that. It's going to be a lot of that. And that's what Battle Royales are. I don't think anybody... It's surprised about how Battle Royale is taking over. I think it's just due to H1Z1, it's due to PUBG, it's due to Fortnite. I mean, every single developer, every single company would like to do as well as Fortnite did. I mean, you gotta remember that at one point Fortnite registered 125 million users on the Epic Launcher download. Now, fair enough, not a lot of people play. They've downloaded the game. That includes me. I played about 2 or 3 games of Fortnite, and that was it. I just didn't like it, and that was it. But even so, you gotta keep in mind that that's a huge number of people playing that game, and they've done tremendously well when it comes to Battle Royale games. So it's no surprise that most of the companies, and even the big dog like Call of Duty had one, the big dog like Battlefield is going to get one next month. So it's no surprise that Battle Royale games are the sort of the norm these days. I don't think I'm going to be surprised in the next sort of year or two to see every single game come out with a Battle Royale mode to it. Just like you have Deathmatch, just like you have Conquest, I think Battle Royale is going to be the next thing that they will all have into the game. If you're publishing a game, oh wait, there's no Battle Royale mode in it, I'm not buying it, I'm not playing it. I think that will be the norm, and that will be something that you'll have to either embrace, accept, or just don't play if it's not your cup of tea. Now, when it comes back to the Apex itself, like I said, I did enjoy it for what it was. I mean, I don't think it was something wow. I don't think it was something that I've never seen before or never played before. I've seen these types of games before. The graphics are okay-ish. They're not some of the best in the business or anything like that. But then again, at the same time, it is a free-to-play game. All you got to do is launch Origin, download it, play it, and have fun. You do unlock sort of perks and things like that after every kill, after every sort of bit that you've done in the game. If you win, you get a little bit more. You've got all sorts of other things where you can get XP and get cool loot. Just like any other Battle Royale, drop in with your squads, go in, collect loot, get the best loot you can, take everybody else out, and survive to the end. That's about as simple as you can get. Now, there'll be no doubt that most of your subscriber feed, your subscriber videos are going to be filled with Apex videos, and 90% of those videos will probably end up being paid for by EA because they do pay for promotion. And they'll tell you that it's the best game they ever played, and this is something that you should download and play today and spend your money on microtransactions and buy this and buy that. If that is your cup of tea, then by all means you go and do that. But as for me personally, I was kind of hoping to see a little bit more of that Timefall magic into it. You know, just a couple of elements that you can have from Timefall, the sort of wall running. You sort of can wall run in this because you can climb up sort of walls and you'll just do a little climb. But I was kind of hoping to see a bit more of that Timefall magic into it, and that's kind of not there. Hopefully, maybe they'll put some of it in later on. I was hoping to see a solo Battle Royale sort of type thing. Instead of you going as a squad of 3, I was kind of hoping that you don't have to worry about watching somebody else's back, and you can just be worrying about yourself. But I'm guessing that's something they'll probably end up bringing in the game not long after its initial release, which is obviously yesterday, but today. I will, however, definitely try out all the characters and all the stuff that's available in the game just to see how it feels. Hey, you never know, this might be the first Battle Royale that I might actually play and enjoy. I do see it as a fun stream game that you can probably have with a couple of friends, with followers, and things like that, just to have a little bit of fun. I think there was sort of a need for something to come out this time of the year. There's not really a lot going on. I mean, we've got Metro that's come in. I'm really looking forward to that. But the problem with Metro is that it's a single-player game. You know, it's going to be awesome, it's going to be fun, but you'll end up finishing in 8, 10, 12, 14 hours, whatever it's going to take, and then that's it. You'll have to move to something else. Sure, you may go back to maybe trying on Spartan, Hardcore, or whatever mode, but it's still only a single-player game, which you're going to play for probably a couple of days if you put in a few hours in a day or something like that. And then we also have the bigger one that's coming from BioWare. We'll see what Anthem's going to be all about. That's going to be on the 15th, available on the Origin Access thing. But it's also going to be available for you to buy on the 22nd if you don't have the Origin Access thing anyway. So I don't think it's a bad game at all. I think it's something that you should go ahead and try. It's free. See what you think of it. See what you make of it. If you enjoy it, then by all means play and have fun with it. Like I said, a lot of people are going to be put off by Anthem just because there is no PvP in the game. A lot of the people in Discord and places that I talked to said, nah, no PvP, not really a buy for me. It's just going to get real boring real fast. But hey, that's just your cup of tea. You're entitled to your own opinion and your own wallet. At the end of the day, if you don't want to spend it, you don't. And that's just about as simple as you can get. As for, like I said, Metro, I'm definitely looking forward to playing that. I will be streaming the whole game anyway, so if you're not going to buy it because of the whole Epic Steam sort of thing, then you're welcome to follow along and watch it. I'm going to try to actually stream it on YouTube rather than Twitch. I don't know how to do it on YouTube. I've never streamed on YouTube before. But I will work something out and we will have the stream ready before the Metro launches on the 15th of February. As for the Apex Legends, it's free. It's from a decent developer, no more just indie developers. So you do expect a better quality and FPS and everything like that is nice and steady. And it's also free. So go ahead and try it, see what you make of it. Hopefully enjoy it. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, post a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.
You are the Apex Champions.